Now, I'm going to share something that is super secret today that we found out recently, and it is working like no one's business. It's unbelievable. So most of the time when partners are talking with a Microsoft account executive, this is how the conversation goes. They talk about, okay, this is the opportunity. Who do you know? Who do I know? Let's talk about this. Let's go together. Then the good partners are saying, hey, oh, but by the way, before we end the call, we do this very well, right? We do a jump start. Can I take a look at a list of your clients, right? Your current and your customer base, because that's what we really want to get to. Each one of these SMC reps has 30 to 40 clients, right? That they're working, and they can't touch them all, right? So the good partners are like, hey, can you open up your account base? Now, that may seem good and fun and great. Awesome, I won, I got a thing. But the problem with that is it's just the names, okay? And then what happens is the Microsoft seller was, well, who else do you know, right? And so that's one-to-one. So this is the secret. This is what we stumbled upon this about 5 months ago, and it's in play. So at the end of one of my calls, I was actually with a partner, with an account rep at Microsoft, and I said to them, I said, hey, thanks for sharing your list of accounts. I said, my partner here is a leader in AI and probably one of the first partners that did jump starts, inside of for Microsoft, right? They've got all the SPDs, they got the advanced specializations, bing, 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 bing. They're qualified. What we would like to do for you, Mr. or Mrs. Microsoft seller, is we'd like to put on a webinar or a panel discussion for all of your clients about getting ready for AI, and then the call to action would be doing a AI jumpstart. Now, what was interesting is I threw it out there just kind of to see what happens. I like to do that. I like to put fishing rod, put poles in the water and see what happens. And it was like the Moby Dick whale came out of the pond and bit onto this thing. Like, yes, we want to do it. So get this. So we went from getting one meeting or talking about one account to all of a sudden the Microsoft rep said, yeah, here you go. And then I said, well, we'll take care of all the details. We'll do the registration page. We'll put this whole thing on for you. We'll send you the questions that we're going to be asking. We'll make it a Q&A, right, type of deal. There's no risk. Don't worry about it. They bid on it. And then we were able to actually do a webinar in front of, it was like a webinar, but it was a webinar session in front of 35 of their clients at once. Now think about that, okay? Now I'm letting this cat out of the bag because the reality is you may or may not need our help with that. We can help you, we can talk to you about that, but nobody else is doing that. Every person that's out there talking to these account reps is asking, oh, can I get your list of accounts? Yes, great. Which ones do we work on? Yes, great. Blah, 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 blah. Now, I've always been of the school of thought of never be like anybody else and try to push the limits, push the boundaries. And it'd be surprised. And this is the other thing that I learned. If you never ask, you'll never know the answer. So we just asked. We're like, hey, can we do a webinar for all of your clients at once? Can you send the invites? Can you do that? Right? And the Microsoft rep said, yeah, I'll do it. This is crazy. It's the craziest thing ever. So anyways, that's secret sauce to really expand. If you're trying to work that channel, that's how you really work that channel, right? Then you do one really good one, and now all the other reps on that team who are having troubles getting their AI number up, hey, go to that, right? We're just blowing it up inside of inside of that channel because we've kind of figured out this little secret sauce and how to maneuver through it.